Hello and welcome to What's So Great, the podcast that knows that all work and no play makes Andy a dull boy. My name is Terry.
My name is Andy.
Andy, how the bloody hell are you?
Very, very well. And you?
I too am well.
Good to hear it.
Now, you may have picked up on that little intro I dropped in there at the start. I alluded to the fact that we're going to be covering top 5 horror movies as suggested by our lovely patron,
Rob McAdams.
Rob. It coincides nicely with Halloween week.
Yes. And I tell you, do you know what's terrible? Okay. Is there a fucking ghost in here?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay.
You like that? Hey, you like that? You like that, Starsky?
And that and more like that is just some of the witty moments.
If you're a first-time listener, buckle up, my friend.
It's good that you now do that opening salvo, as you would say.
Gotta pick a word and stick with it.
Because when I was giving you the countdown before, like genuinely, and I've prepped for the episode, but I was like, what are we talking about? You know, what was I? What are you doing?
I'm you, you're me.
But listen, Terry, great to see you, first of all, if I may. There was a potential that we weren't even going to be podding this week, so I'm glad.
You may indeed.
How have you been?
I've been good.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know what?
How good have you been?
Pretty good. I got to socialise at the weekend.
How was it?
I was up in Dublin with a few friends of the podcast. A devoted listener. I may have lured another Patreon member in. Paul, if you're listening, you promised me Saturday night you'll be signing up. So I'm putting you on blast right here.
Great. You've nothing to lose. I mean, a few quid. But.
He could well afford it.
He was stuck with the Patreon bill he could easily afford.
So it was great. We went to the Woolshed to watch the Arsenal Bournemouth game. Can you hear my voice is still a bit strained?
No.
Okay. I sounded quite bad Sunday morning / Sunday night.
Now, when you say sounded bad, was your voice like 4 octaves lower?
Hey, how you doing?
More gritty.
Yeah. I did have a smoke on Saturday night, and I think that may have contributed to it.
Who provided you with your smoking materials when I wasn't there?
Well,
who the hell gave you?
No, I'm not going to put them on blast.
I need names so I can tell the police.
Let's just call him Sean H. No, that's too.
No, that's too obvious.
S. Harnett.
That's all right then.
Yeah.
I just want you to be getting it from someone you know. You know what I mean? So that's fine.
I'm 38 years old.
That's fine. Yeah, I can look out for you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Thanks so much.
No, but let me ask you this, because I was thinking when I was watching the match unfold, Arsenal Bournemouth, I'm like, Terry's probably having a fucking ball watching this match.
I got in, so I was watching. I was a bit delayed. Train-up was a bit delayed, so I got to watch Man United in full before my phone almost died. So I had to charge that at my mum's while I was getting changed and stuff. Great win. A bit of a con job, I will say. At the end of the first half,
didn't see anything to do with it. Actually.
So it was like 0-0. And De Ligt had like a head injury that they kind of pasted up a couple of times.
Yeah.
And literally there was a moment like he cleared the ball to go for a corner, and it was like 5th minute of added time in the first half. And the ref just like said, "Oh no, you have to go off and get your head fixed again." But like he was deemed fine to play like 30 seconds earlier. And then like he's our biggest defender off, and then the centre half from Brentford just strolled up and nodded in. Of course.
Son of a bitch.
1-2-1 should have been like fucking 4-1. Story of our lives.
At least you won.
Absolutely, yeah.
Positive goal difference coming your way.
I know we're still -2. Don't worry about that. That'll look after itself.
You're actually, I mean, okay.
I think we have, they said, the worst return on XG in the league.
So that basically means that your
chances created are like
good. They're not.
We haven't finished. Yeah. Like they've created a bunch of chances and have not put them in the goal.
Wow.
Like Bruno Fernandes got his first assist on Saturday. Like, and for a guy who's like normally goals and assist machine.
Yeah.
He, Sums us up.
Let me ask you a question. What's a good season for you guys this year?
I think
realistic
Europe and a cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Europe?
Any Europe at this point. We're kind of we've shot ourselves in the foot a little bit with the way we start, but like we've got a good run of fixtures now. I was just looking at it there. Like if we win the next 3 or 4, you're right back up there. You know, we're 10 points off the top, which isn't.
Okay.
If you were thinking of Man United being like, geez, they're only 10 points off the top, considering how bad they've been this year.
Well, it's what, like 6 games played?
Like 8 games played, yeah.
That would be good at the end of the season,
yeah,
too.
Well, but we've played Liverpool, we've played Brighton away, we've played Villa away, we've played Spurs. True. You know,
true, yeah.
Out of 8, it's not.
I was fucking delighted to see Arsenal lose, I'll tell you that.
I missed the sending off. I was watching it on the way in the bus. And then I arrived at just before half-time, or maybe just after half-time, chatting away. And when the goal went in, I did explode. Yeah. Because it was a class goal.
It was great. Yeah, it was great. I seen it when I was like, you know, I always keep track of the big rivals or whatever. And I'm like...
okay.
The big rivals, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And
the ball's on you.
Sorry?
The ball's on you.
They are the big rivals. There's the big 3.
The big 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
No, it's still... We're still a big team, Andy. Don't you...
like, you know what I mean? Like, the team's in actual contention for the league.
Still early.
You're not in contention.
Only 8 games played.
You are going to owe me. Now, we're going to have to switch up the bet since I'm no longer a Monsters.
No, that was the deal.
All right, well. Can't you just get me a... Like,
I'll get you a 2 5-gallon jugs of water instead.
Okay, deal.
Great.
What was it that United will finish at Liverpool?
Yeah.
You want to just give me that now, or
we'll see.
I
will say, very impressive.
With Liverpool so
far? With Slot, I don't think anybody expected him to.
This guy did.
No, you didn't.
You said who's winning the league? I said Liverpool, and you said okay, but seriously though.
Yeah.
And I said
because of course you're always going to say Liverpool.
No, I knew though.
I mean, Liverpool is right. Yeah, it was last year. It was a Liverpool are a well-run club.
Yes,
you know
that's why I had the confidence.
I just didn't think it would be. I don't want to say effortless. He has them exerting a lot of effort.
Yeah, you didn't. Because sometimes a lot of the times when a manager will come in, it'll take a while for them to really sync together with the players. Seems to have slotted right in, if you pardon the pun.
Spare me.
Then
we went over to the Stag's Head / Dame Tavern around that place for drinks outside. And remember we were talking a few weeks ago about how like Dublin is shit and it's dead and all that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think we were making a point about something else, but
I kind of said I felt sorry for young people that like can't afford to live in Dublin or have to live, and that's still a valid point.
Yeah,
but Saturday night where we were, it was like absolutely packed.
Yeah,
like, in a good way, like very busy, lots of beautiful people around, and I was like, oh, okay, this is like the Dublin I remember.
Yeah,
but it was so funny that there was a point where we didn't even see it happening, but we're standing outside and it's. You know, like I say, lots of lovely looking people there and everybody having a good time. And then like, that was like, say 12 o'clock, that was still there. And then like 1:45, it was like, because it was like coming into that storm. It was like really windy, like trash is blowing everywhere. Everybody's kind of dispersed. And you just hear like glasses being knocked off tables and all that. We're like, we've gone to like this utopia to like the dregs. How quickly it changed. Like.
Oh, that's good.
It was great.
Good experience.
At a Charlie's.
What's that?
Charlie's.
At Charlie's?
Yeah.
What's that?
The Chinese. You know Charlie's, the Chinese in Dublin? The Chinese restaurant?
No.
There's like...
Charlie's?
Charlie's, yeah. Andy.
I've never heard of such
Charlie's
a thing.
2, Charlie's 3.
What?
There's these different like...
Numbered?
Yeah.
This is like a chain of Chinese.
Yeah. And they're amazing.
And they've all got a number at the end.
Yeah. So I don't know where the original one is.
They call me Charlie's 47 if they knew the truth.
Disgusting. If any of you know what that's in reference to,
hit us up. Let us know. What movie am I quoting there? Kind of.
You know, it's you're paraphrasing from a movie.
Wow.
It was great.
Never heard of it.
Although it was a bit of a rip-off. I asked for a 4-in-1.
Yeah.
and they're like, with crispy chicken, whatever. I was like, half one. Like, yeah.
What do you think, mate?
Well, as opposed to chicken balls, I was just like,
or beef.
Beef in a 4-in-1.
Well, you have the right reaction, but that is an option in a 4-in-1. Chicken or beef. Tell me about it.
But it was like 13 quid.
No!
I was shocked. When I paid. Now, it was a big box. Yeah. And I did eat all of it.
Hell,
and some of Andy Ryan's as well, because I was hungry.
He didn't finish his? Or was he just too slow?
No, but he was full as well. Like,
wow.
See, I didn't eat before I went out.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, it was a great time. It was nice to see everybody, and then we were like, we should make it like a quarterly meet-up.
Yeah.
I set up a group years ago to be like, why don't we do this, like, say, pre-COVID?
Like that's like said after.
No, but I was like, MGM, like, lads, MGM.
Was I part of this?
I think you might be in the group, yeah, but it was kind of like, why don't we just use this group to be like, where are we going this month?
Yeah.
Like, never, it's like tumbleweeds. But I think a QGM, quarterly general meeting, could be the key to unlocking this whole thing.
I would love to go to the next one.
Next one is 2nd of November. It's a 40th birthday party for the Barry brothers.
Can't make it.
Yeah, funny that. Yeah.
2nd of November. Like, that's like next week.
Yeah.
I can't make it.
Yeah, okay.
But,
well, you're invited. After that. You're invited.
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, did you invite me?
Yeah, I'm inviting you.
Great.
More the merrier, according to Rob.
Great. What are they doing?
It's in the back page.
I don't know why I asked.
So we're gonna end up in McGowan's.
Don't even know where that is.
Finsbury.
It's just all whoosh.
Yeah, you're over. Old, man.
God, you know what? I love it though. Well, I'd love to actually arrange a night in Arklow or something, so that I don't have to stay over anywhere else.
Yeah, but are you gonna put us up?
Yeah, I'll put you up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sleep on the couch. That's all I got really. Or the Arklow Bay.
How much a room in the Arklow Bay?
100 quid.
Okay.
Something like that. Share a double bed.
I wouldn't mind that, yeah.
Yeah. Or what we should do is, I was only talking to my old man before you arrived about the joy that I get from a
Airbnb.
Yeah,
man.
We should do that
post Christmas.
Yes.
New year. New B.
Like, just the idea that
Airbnb.
Yeah. But just the idea of I was saying to him, like, I think I was saying it on the podcast before, but just the idea of, I'm going to eat this pizza and I'm going to watch this match and I'm in a room with other people taking care of themselves and watching the football match that they also want to watch just as much as me.
Andy, I can't tell you. Just, like,
it's so simple, but like,
I woke up in my mum's Sunday morning, 9:30, and Faye was going to bring the kids up to like collect me. Would like have a visit with my folks, go around and see my sister and stuff like that. Like, so they were coming up, I'd say about 11:30, between 11:30 and 12:30. So I was like, okay, 9:30. What am I gonna do? Like, got up, went to the toilet, got back into bed, went on my phone for an hour and a half. Then got up, had a shower, went down. My dad made breakfast for me. I was brand new. There was a nice cold Lucozade in the fridge for me. I was brand new, but I was like just sitting and being like, I don't want to get up yet,
and I'm
not gonna get up, and I'm just gonna go on my phone for a bit. I'm gonna, close my eyes for another half an hour or something, like, just to not feel like I'm under the clock. Yeah, not feel like there's a little pair of feet I'm gonna hear pattering by the door and be like, hello, I'm coming in. Like,
I know. It's the simple things. It's the stuff in your 20s that you take for granted, isn't it?
Lord, getting up at 11 every weekend.
Whenever.
During the week, like.
Yeah. When we were working in Centra, like.
Yeah, shift work.
Do you miss shift work at all?
I say I do, and then I'll probably be like, this is fucking stupid.
I still have dreams where I'm working in Centra and I'm checking, am I in tomorrow? That's, for whatever reason, I have a dream.
Fucking roster.
That roster killed me. Where you'd call up, call after 6 and you'll find out what your day tomorrow is going to be like. Like, you're working a split shift, 7:30 to 1, and then back in 5 to 9:30.
You could go that way, or be like, I actually don't have you down in, and it's like, you like that good news I gave you? Like, oh, thank you so much. Like, oh yes, like.
Yeah, thanks so much
for the
boss.
common level of decency.
But it was nice if it was one of us, who answered the phone.
Yeah.
And then he'd be like, nope, you're not in tomorrow. Like, fucking come on.
What a backwards business we were working in. Like,
it's only the more distance I have from it, the crazier it actually seemed. Time and a quarter on a Sundays.
Yeah.
The roster being done just daily on a whim. And
it's but he would go on, he would talk about it as if it was like a manager picking
plan.
his selection. Like, no, I can't have those three together. It's like,
yeah,
as if the fucking place would collapse. Like, if you have, well, you need one in here. Like,
I think the best time was kind of before we became the senior members of staff, because then it became like, well, you can't have all the seniors on together. There have to be a senior and a few minions.
It's like me, you, and Andy. Like, that's how we became best buds. Sign day.
Sign day. Oh, it's a sign day.
Yeah. And then it was like, then it was the point, like, we were never on shifts together.
Never. You might get a crossover.
You're like, I got an hour, or whatever, like. Or I'd be coming in for my shift, and like you'd have been on for like 3 hours with Andy. I'm like, oh,
just leave.
It's like, who have I got on me? Like, for fuck's sake, yeah.
But the whole thing, I remember of like I'll have a dream that I'm back in Centra and I can't figure out the till, and I don't know how the till works. It's all different because I haven't been here for a while. But the whole thing of not being able to, like, I've just been like, I have no idea what my hours are going to be. I mean, Andy kind of had his down locked, but like apart from that, it was just, I
kind of had mine, because I was like, if he's doing that, I'm doing this. Days. You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, I can't work Saturday because I have football Saturday, all this stuff. But and like I had that was like my days off for like Saturday and Monday, so like
that's pretty good.
I'd go out like Saturday night, get steaming, work 12:30 to 9:30 Sunday. Be
home. A bit of a bad
shift, but it was like, no, but it was okay though, because
good to be up at 12.
Yeah, I get up at like 11:45, like stand in the shower for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
my mum would have breakfast ready for me, and then I'd ramble over to the shop.
I have to admit, I don't miss working weekends, working bank holidays. Like, I remember when I worked here in the office, just the idea that I will be in every day from 9 to 4:30 or whatever it is, or 8:30 to 4:30 or whatever it is, and I know I'm getting my bank holidays, and I know I'm getting the weekend off. I'm like, that's still a novelty to me. Actually, 12 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
like it's still a novelty that I'm like, oh yes. Like, bank holiday, like, I don't have to ask, am I working bank holiday? Am I not? I'm like, you're just off. Everyone's off. You're off.
Yeah, we close. Remember Christmas and all? Like, we'd be like, is it gonna open Stephen's Day? Like, nobody's gonna be there. It's like, oh, it'll open for a few hours. Like, go away.
But you know what? I used to, without trying to get too deep about it, I used to, remember where I'd have to deliver the leaflets, and I'd love it at the start, like, a big stack of leaflets, great, I'll stick my headphones in and just go door to door. And then there was just a moment where, like, it was I've been doing it for a few years, and I was like 27, and I'd be walking up to a house, and I'd see that it might have like a glass what's it called, the glass screen porch, and I'll just catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror, like, delivering this leaflet at 27. I'm like, what are you doing? To quote Ed Harris. So I was happy to leave eventually, but
I mean, I think I stopped working there 2011, so it's 13 years ago. Like, when I went to Australia,
a year before me.
So like, and I was like, when I came back, it's like, one job I won't do is go back to the shop.
Was it?
Yeah, I was like, I'll do anything else, but like, I can't go back to the shop. That was the deal I made it myself.
Yeah.
To be like, even if you need money, whatever that.
But that's the thing, it was too easy, wasn't it? Like, I mean, easy as in the sense that, like, I could just fall right back in here, like, and not miss a beat.
I could ramble across the road. Yeah. Like, from my mum's house, it was 5 minutes. Like, there was times where I remember I was supposed to open up the shop at 7, and you were there. It was just me. It's like, you were there with one of the girls, and you're like, hey man. And I was like, hey, what's going on? And you're like,
it was the way I was like, we're all standing outside, like, Terry's got the keys and the shutters are down, and like, you must be on. And I'm like, I just called you, and for it being whatever 7:30 or 6:30 or whatever it was,
I opened up for 7. It was like 7:05 or something.
And I was like, Terry, you're like, hey buddy, what's going on? I'm like, are you open? Shit. I'm there now. Like, just putting your jacket on. Like,
thankfully it was like, oh, we're 10 minutes late opening up. we don't open till 7:30 anyway or whatever.
Yeah,
like so, but like it was just
and we'd be like, I'm sure this is illegal where you'd be in till 10 and then you're opening up at 7:30 the next day.
I don't know if it's illegal, but like we had a big thing about like we would like okay, we're closing the shop at 5 to 10 to get out for 10.
Yeah.
And it's like stop it stays open till 10.
Yeah.
And then you get out of there at 10:15 or whatever, and you don't get paid for it. And you're like,
yeah.
Okay. No worries. Anything else, like?
But the shop doors open up as well at 7:30 on the dot. It's not like, I'm arriving at 7:30.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah. I remember when like I had stopped working there, and then I was going to look when I was living in Drumcondra. I was going to look for a job in my local Centra, and you and Andy were just like, just come back to the shop.
Yeah.
Like, why would you work there if you're going to work anywhere? And I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh, of course.
Yeah,
but that's why I stayed there for so long, I think, because it's just
best pals, like, you know.
You're working with your best friends, and you're just like having a laugh. Sometimes you're getting held up. Sometimes you're dealing with a psycho boss, and whatever drunk customers or whatever it would be. But like by and large,
stories, like, you know what I mean. There's always a story that came.
It was the most entertaining job I've ever had. I think, you know what I mean. Even though you're still kind of like I have that built-in fear of like you hear the back door go, I'm like, oh, I'll face off. I'll face off the shell. I'm working. I'm not standing around chatting.
But even behind the till chatting, it's like 2 on the tills, and then it's like, what are you doing?
Just depending on the mood.
Yeah, it's like what do you mean? Like 2 on the tills? Like, okay.
I still don't judge other shops by that standard of like, what am I doing waiting here? Like, serve the customers first and 100%. Then do what you need to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway. Anything else been going on with you?
Not really, to be honest. I haven't started watching it new or anything like that. I'm still on my Twin Peaks.
Oh, nice.
It's going good. Bit of a trippy one there. First really like, what the fuck am I watching episode. It's like, he takes you inside the makeup of an atomic blast. And like,
what show is this?
Minutes, I don't know, like, but like minutes on end, I'm like staring at this like fire and smoke, and I'm like,
what?
Yeah. But then I'm mesmerized by it, but I'm also like, is there a person gonna show up anytime soon or anything like that?
What the fuck is this?
Yeah. So it's good. It's very good.
And it's good.
Yeah. I can see why a lot of people aren't crazy on it.
Spooky, your bag just moved.
And speaking of spooky,
hey, before we get into that, speaking of spooky, I watched for the second time The Haunted Mansion on Disney Plus. Joni, we had a movie night on Saturday.
Which one's that now? The
newer one
with who's the guy in it?
Owen Wilson's in it. Danny DeVito.
I'm not thinking. Who's the guy I'm thinking of?
Don't know.
Lakeith Stanfield.
I don't know.
The black guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of black people in it. It's one of those sort of. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it hot in here? Is it just me?
Is it good?
You know what? It is good, but it's so fucking long. Just like every fucking movie. It's like 2 hours 10, and I'm like, we had a
kids movie though.
Yeah, and we had like a movie night, and Joe was loving it. It's one of her favorite movies actually, and I'm like, I love when she likes movies that aren't animated. Because I don't know why.
No, it's nice though to get it.
But me and Kerry were sitting there and we were like, fuck's sake, like it's this
you're
is
dragging the arse out of this. Like
it doesn't need to be like there's not like this epic tale, and I'm like there's no, it bugs me more and more when these movies just go on for too long because it's actual. I'll tell you what it is. It's laziness, is what it is.
No, well, like there's some movies I think sometimes you need it to go on that long. There's a big enough story to tell.
Like Goodfellas or something, yeah, fine.
Anything. But The Haunted Mansion to me does not seem like a movie that needs to be.
No, it's a 90-minute jaunt.
Like 100%.
You know?
We watched a movie. We do a movie night on a Friday night now most times.
Oh, nice.
We watched The Cat Returns.
I saw that you'd watched it. I haven't
71 minutes or something like that.
Oh,
like,
what a dream.
It was amazing.
Did everyone like it? Did Bonnie like it?
Bonnie loved it, yeah. So much so that, like, Faye was saying, it was, like, Sunday morning. She was like, do you remember Haru? Like, the girl from it, whatever like that.
Still thinking about it. Fucking yes.
It's an incredible voice cast. For, like, there's a cat in it. He's called the Baron. He's this, like, fancy cat.
Love him already.
Guess who voiced him? And if you get it, and think of somebody who is fancy.
Okay.
Like a fancy voice that has been in movies and TV in the 90s. That's a clue.
In the 90s?
Yeah.
fancy in the 90s? It's not like Matt Barry or something, is it?
No, he wouldn't really be 90s.
No, yeah, that's what I thought. Is it Barry or Berry, by the way?
Berry.
Okay, thank you for not correcting me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, give me a hint.
His initials are C.
I'm great at acronyms. Yeah, go on.
E.
C-E. Clint Eastwood.
The fanciest man on the Western
90s.
Plain.
No, I don't know. What is it?
Carrie
Elwes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Incredible voice casting. He's like, remember, believe in yourself.
He's just great. He's just funny.
It's like him. There's a big fat cat voiced by the dad from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
don't call me fat, you idiot.
Oh, yeah.
You have Elliot Gould as a wise, cracking crow.
They always
Tim Curry as the cat king.
Oh, now you're talking
Hey,
about
Brian. And he's like, oh, you want to get it on.
I don't think I've seen The Cat Returns.
It's good.
But it's always great when they like a Ghibli one, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like, you'd be like, yes.
I got her to watch Kiki's Delivery Service, and she it kind of held her attention on and off. She loved the fact that she had a black cat that talked.
Yeah.
I loved the fact that it was, Phil Hartman was the voice of the cat. Like,
fucking yes.
We watched Totoro before, but I want to watch it again with her when
I feel like it didn't quite land the way you wanted it to.
She just was like, oh, okay, I'm forcing these things onto my child, but it's all good.
That's what you do as a parent.
Yeah. But otherwise, I don't think I have anything else going on.
I got an interesting message about a possible gig, not an actual live thing, but a ad that I might be in.
Nice.
I don't know why I brought it up because I'm going to be one of those arseholes like, well, I can't say anything about it now. But I can. It just might not happen. But it was something to do with Carlsberg. Might be in a festive ad over the season.
Nice.
Possibly with my new second best friend, Shay Given.
Tread lightly.
Who, I worked with on a previous project. But yeah, so
cool.
Possibly
keep your eyes out over Christmas, maybe.
Yeah, but I think I seen the brief or whatever, and it's like, okay, fine. Like, I think I could do that. And then, but they were talking about like all the things we're gonna have to get. They're gonna have to get like photography thing for cutouts or something. So it may be some promotional like boards or cutouts or stuff with the two of us on it. So, but it's so funny, like, because they give you like the brief, and it was like, we're hoping to get Shay Given, and funny man Andy Cantwell, and it's like that a picture of Shay Given and just some random bloke with glasses and a beard.
It's not you,
not me. It's like they just so we get a rough idea as to what they look like together.
Brilliant.
Well, I was like, that's not me.
That's even funnier.
So that was interesting. So I'll see how that goes. I mean, it's not going to be for another couple of weeks, but I'll know if I've got it.
Nice.
Yeah,
well, look, you're the prototype. That's what they're asking for.
Boom.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yes.
You want to talk some horror?
Always.
Want to talk a little shop of horror? Does that work?
Yeah. Is that on your top 5?
No. God, no.
I should hope not.
So we're doing top 5 horrors since it is the season.
Just before we get into it, how's your horror watching for the year going? Have you watched much horror this year? Normally it's your
I think Just Talk to Me might be the only horror I've seen this year.
Was that even this year? Yeah.
Surely. We only started the podcast back up in January.
Was it?
No, 2023.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm trying to think. Mission Impossible. I think it was last year, man.
Was it?
Yeah. Because we did.
Dr. Sleep is probably.
Oh yeah, okay.
Count that.
I do. That's a horror.
Now I will say, I don't know about you. If you're, well, you've probably seen a bunch, haven't you?
I've seen Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah, I want to see that.
I watched Smile, which I also.
Oh,
liked.
I saw that. Yeah.
Did you like it? Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
So like, there's a few. I have a few on my list that I want to get through in the next week or so. I want to see The Substance. I want to see New Alien. I want to see. There's one called Strange Darling with the guy from Smile in it.
Oh. So you'll make a point of watching.
Oh
horrors,
yeah.
Even if it's just you, like you'll watch a horror at Halloween sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll try to, and then. But if it's a horror movie that I'm anticipating, and it kind of pops up, I will be like, okay, I'm watching that. I'll probably be myself watching it. Like,
would Nope be classed as a horror?
I think it's more of a
horrible. Huh?
Well, I disagree with you. I think it's a class movie. I think it's more of a.
Go on.
I guess monster movie, but that can be a horror movie as well.
I've used the term for our lists. I've used the term horror quite loosely.
Okay.
I will say.
All right.
I've even got a comedy horror in here.
That's fine.
All right. Because do you know what I realized?
The responsibility rests with you.
Yeah.
And then I'm allowed to say whatever I want to say.
Great. I'm worried. But like
Super Mario Brothers.
But like, do you know what I realized when I'm looking at it? Because like,
it's hard.
I like to think of myself as like a horror fan, but like, I really don't like the classics as much as maybe not as I should. Because I you like what you like, but
yeah, there's like. When we talk about like Halloween's not your shit, like Texas Chainsaw's not your shit.
No, even The Exorcist.
The Exorcist, you make a point of being like, oh, you thought it was crap when it's an amazing movie.
I was laughing at it, like I was fucking laughing at it. I was.
Okay, well, like it's okay,
but you know what I mean? Like but that was just so far removed from what was scary at the time. Again, if I locked it in as a kid, then it might.
That's the thing. Like if you feed them. I saw it quite young, and it stuck with me. And even now, as I watch it, I'm like, geez, that is, like, even though she's getting like the spinal tap, done because they don't know how to treat her. And I'm like, fuck off, like that kind of stuff. Never mind, like her head spinning around. And
do you know what was a real disappointment? And I always considered it to be one of the scariest looking videos in Video Scene or Extravision. Hellraiser, right? And I seen it.
Not mine either. Like,
what the fuck is that? And then I seen it. I'm like, oh, it's like a joke or something. Like it's not.
Well, it's not a joke.
It was a joke.
Okay.
It wasn't. It was like, this is not the horror that I thought.
I'm going to be very interested to see your list because it's like
this is purely based on just genuine movies that I actually like.
Okay.
But anyway.
Look, we all have our faves.
Okay.
What's your 5th favorite horror?
All right.
Do you have them in order? Like, it is top 5. Like.
Yeah. Now I'm going to count this because this is the one that's loosely based on horror. Tremors.
Yeah.
1990.
I think that's horror.
Possibly a movie that I've seen most in my life. Top 3 or 4. Every time it's on, I leave it on. I fucking love it. I love all the characters in it. I love Kevin Bacon in it. I love Burt Ward. I love
Fred Ward.
Fuck.
Fred Ward looks.
Who's Burt Ward?
Burt Ward is the original Robin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Fred Ward.
Fred Ward looks fucking incredible.
He does. So does Kevin Bacon. Like,
I mean, yeah,
he always does. But
slice me off a piece of bacon.
Piece of that ham.
Whatever.
Yeah, I fell into that one. That was good.
Ass backwards. So what's the plot of Tremors for the folks out there?
So there's a bunch of giant worms who come up from the ground. They sense the vibrations of you walking on the ground. And I mean, it's got to be on a streaming thing. I would highly recommend.
That's the thing. I don't think these...
Isn't it?
No, Tremors, like it should be.
It's kind of like, it's a funny movie, but it's not that funny. It's more like monster movie. These giant worms show up and they have to try and figure out how to kill them and stay off the ground and all this sort of stuff.
I put it in there with Gremlins. You know what I mean? Like Gremlins 1, not 2.
Yeah.
Like 2 is like full out comedy.
Yeah.
1 is like comedy but also upsetting.
Yeah, like unsettling at times. And they do get eaten and it's quite gory and all that sort of stuff. So, but it's one of those movies like when me and Tony would go up to my dad's on the weekends. The movie was on a lot, I remember, and we would just always it was like our thing. Like Tremors is on, great. Like, oh, we're gonna watch it.
Up off the floor.
Yeah,
can't be on the floor when Tremors is on. Like,
and I've such a soft spot for it. Whenever I see it on, I get excited when I just see that big blue sky.
Yeah, or, where is it? Like Utah or something?
Yeah, somewhere like that. It's just open plains or something.
That's the whole thing. Is like they need to get on top of the diner or whatever.
Yeah. And it just gives me such fun.
That's one I have not seen in forever.
It still holds up, I think, you know.
It's weird that, like, of that time, like you talk about video shops.
Yeah.
Like Tremors, Critters, Gremlins.
Yeah.
You know, like all these
Similar
like creature features.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like,
what it is.
Like they don't make them anymore. Like
they don't, do they?
No. Because
same old story. Money doesn't too much, doesn't make enough. Whatever.
You could though. Like there's all these streaming services. You could make them.
Yeah.
And like put a bunch of like B actors in it and get somebody half decent to direct it. Like, you know what I mean?
Could do that.
There's no reason why they don't do it.
Yeah. Stupid as well.
Idiots is what they are.
What about you, T?
My number 5, much like yourself, is a film that I've probably seen the most in my life.
Oh.
If not, like I say, top 3.
I think I know what it is, but
go on.
Scream.
It's Scream.
It was on my alternate list.
Genuinely, first time I watched it, it's so fucking scary.
Wait, it scared you?
Oh man, we watched it. There was like 10 of us in my front room. Saturday night, lights out, like pitch black, crowded around the TV, and like sitting there all wrapped watching, and then like somebody like, and you're like, fuck off, you know, like that kind of thing. Like, I kind of became obsessed with it because we had somebody had rented, his sister had rented the tape.
You're a big Scream head now.
Ah, huge. The biggest you'll know.
The biggest
probably.
Scream head I do know. Yeah.
Because I did a whole watch last year with it as well, like 1 to 6, and
what's the worst one?
3.
Okay.
3. This is my ranking.
Is that Courtney Cox with her horrible fringe that she has? What is she thinking?
I don't know.
Anyway,
we had a whole argument.
Gale Weathers as well.
It's fucking great. Do you remember like on that stag we were on last year? We had a whole argument about American Pie rankings and Scream rankings.
Oh yeah.
And like I think Andy was like, "No, 3 is good." I'm like, "Shut up."
There's always one.
My ranking is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3.
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So getting worse essentially.
Yeah, nothing is compares to the first one. Like.
Yeah. 2 was okay.
2 is good. I have a soft spot for 2.
Yeah.
Because there's some good stuff in it. Like, but for 1, the
one was quite groundbreaking.
It really was, and it was like because Wes Craven was like, "Well, I'm going to deconstruct everything that I've created in the last 15 years.
Yeah.
Like, these people are going to be talking about my movies, and we're going to be like, oh, don't do that, because if you do that in the movie, you die.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that in real life. And there is like a fucking, like, there's no better encapsulation of it where, like, Jamie Kennedy is like on the couch, and he's like, no, Jamie, don't go in there. Don't go. And like the killer is behind him.
Yeah.
Like, stay out of there or turn around or whatever. And like your man is like standing behind him, and then like he runs off when somebody distracts him.
I suppose it is one of the first. It's like it addresses the horror sort of
100%
tropes, and then like kills off. And well, she probably was an A-lister at the time.
Well, this is the thing that maybe I'll talk about in a little while that Alfred Hitchcock did.
Yeah.
60 years earlier. With Psycho, and like you've Drew Barrymore, the biggest star in the movie, and she's killed in the opening scene, and like when you see that body turned inside out, I was like, what the fuck is this? The scene that always fucking got me, because he's great at building suspense, is Henry Winkler.
Oh yeah.
When he's like in the
bathroom,
he's in his office, and he's like looking around, and he's like. He thinks of somebody outside, and he's like, "You little shit." Yeah, and it's like the janitor and the Freddy Krueger jumper, but like the building of tension to that, and like everywhere he looks, where he like puts the mask on, he's like,
yeah, and
like I'm like, where are they gonna pop out? Where are they? And then like when they finally do, you're like, oh Jesus, this like release. And then the fact that, one of my favorite things to do is guess who the killer is.
Yeah.
And it was the great reveal that it was the two lads and stuff like that. Like, great movie.
It's a great movie.
Great fucking movie.
It is a great movie.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Like, I have to say, like, with a lot of my list, like, I've listed my favorites, right? But there's other movies that unsettled me more, but I just wouldn't necessarily watch it again. You know what I mean?
Give me an example.
Like Candyman when I was a kid.
Yeah. That's very unsettling.
Like, even like The Omen, the 70s, The Omen, I found very unsettling as a kid. But like, I wouldn't necessarily say like
that's my favorite one. I love it.
Actually, the ones that are so far behind in the general rankings. Like, I'm like, that you pick that over fucking The Exorcist. But like realistically, like, you know, there's movies that definitely unsettled me, but just didn't quite make it into the list. I'm gonna say my number 4, Midsommar. Only because, do you know what? It stuck with me, and I enjoyed.
It's upsetting.
Yeah, it's just eerie and upsetting.
That first
unsettling.
That first 10 minutes when it's like, is it the sister and her parents?
Yeah.
And the gas, and it's like, oh, all her family's dead.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, we're not even 10 minutes into this thing. Like, what the fuck, man?
It was so like just as it got creepier and creepier as I went on, and I just like.
It's a good movie.
Yeah,
I don't.
like,
it's not one that I've rushed back to watch or anything like that. Like,
yeah, like this thing. Like, I've only seen it once, but like it stuck with me, and I think of it from time to time. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's kind of lasted. So I'm just gonna throw that in. As
taking that guy doing the fucking header off the cliff. Jesus Christ! Like,
I gotta watch that again.
Oh man, I'll never watch that again. I don't
really.
I don't think so.
I suppose, yeah.
I would watch Hereditary ahead of that.
Well, stay tuned. Maybe, maybe I don't know.
Well, I alluded to it, and my number 4 is, in fact, Psycho.
Oh, okay.
It's a fucking masterpiece, man. A work of art.
I haven't seen it.
Ever.
No.
Andy.
That's the thing. All the classics I haven't actually seen.
But, like, you might be like, oh, it's laughable. But it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's groundbreaking in what it does. And the same way that it's like, you know, Janet Leigh, who's the biggest star in the movie, gets killed in the shower 30 minutes into it. And you're like, holy fuck.
Do you know what I think I need when I'm watching a movie like that? Like, I need you or something beside me going, now, that may look stupid now, but at the time, no one had done this. They'd only ever done that. So this was the first time, you know, I need a little running commentary.
That shower scene with the stabbing, and like, it's the knife, and you don't see it cut the skin, but you're like, that's like 20 stab motions there. Yeah. And then it's like the blood on the floor and all. And the fucking, you know, it's iconic. It'll be around forever. The violin, like, the guy playing, like Anthony Perkins playing, you know, Norman Bates is
Tony Perkins
and Perkins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Perkins system.
Not quite, but like him playing Norman Bates is just, it's incredible. Like, he's so fucking good.
Maybe let's just watch that this Halloween.
Man. Like, you'll find it wherever. But like, it's just
nice,
amazing movie.
That's one. I gotta watch that. Really, I'm a Hitchcock. Well, I've liked the Hitchcock movies that I've seen.
Hitchcock sucker.
Oh, there's no need for that.
Well, agree to disagree.
All right. I kind of had fun with my list. Like, these are not scary movies at all.
Okay.
Number 3. The order I'm making up on the spot, I'll be honest with you.
All right.
But I have the list.
Glad to hear you did the work.
I did the work, just didn't do the order. Because how can you put a...
This is the task. This is the assignment.
Okay, well.
Top 5.
Number 3, The Crazies, 2010. Timothy Oliphant in a town full of crazy people.
It's fine. I used to own it on DVD.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Fine movie.
All right.
Top 5. What makes it so good?
I don't know. I don't know, Terry. It was deadly. I've seen it twice movie. And it's fucking dead.
Tim Oliphant playing a sheriff is great.
Do you know, like,
real bummer ending as well, like where you're like, oh, they made it out. It's like, and they get to the next town, it's like the satellite image, just like, this town is under quarantine as well, or whatever. I can't remember.
It's a dumb movie. Like, see, this thing, I've got movies on my alternate list that would be more like Drag Me to Hell, It Follows. These are all ones that
Drag Me to Hell should by your list that you're going by, like Drag Me to Hell should definitely be on that. Fucking, I watched that for the first time like a year and a half ago or something. It fucking rules, man. That.
Okay, you know what? Forget what I said. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Signs, actually.
Oh, okay. Instead of the Crazies.
Instead of the Crazies. Get rid of the Crazies. I was
Signs is an unsettling movie.
Signs. It's like 2002, and like
it's like PG horror. You're getting into like you know like, but good.
At the time, I was 17 when I watched it, and maybe even 16, and
it's fucking scary though.
I just remember that. I mean, aliens kind of scared me, and the whole thing of like, you just don't really see them. you see that video thing, which I actually remember laughing at in the cinema.
I was like, I was really like, what the fuck is that? What the hell is that?
But the whole thing was the build up to the end. The
bit where he goes to M. Night's house.
Yeah, and he's looking under the door and shit. Like
that's fucking good. Like that gets you like.
So just
Gibson's pretty good in it. Like he's locked in. Like
he is locked in. They're all kind of locked in. Like Joaquin Phoenix is always locked in. That's his problem.
Is it? It's Rory Culkin.
I don't know.
It's one of those Culkin boys. One of the kids.
Little snot-nosed Culkin boys.
Yeah. Good movie. Fucking. It's upsetting and unsettling that you're like. These things that like are pretty big and strong.
Yeah.
I've kind of
just. It was like I believed in aliens. You know what I mean? So it wasn't
Still
like.
Do.
Yeah. So it's not like this is. It's not mad, by the way, that aliens just exist and they've said
Nobody's
aliens
talking
exist,
about it, like,
and we're not just the cars aren't turned up in the street like on fire. People aren't jumping out of windows. Like, everyone's just like, oh yeah.
Well, we have more important things to worry about.
Says who? The government said it.
Like
oh, do they?
Everything is like, I'll believe it when I see it now. Like, and then even the stuff I'm seeing, I'm like, that's AI. I'm like,
yeah,
is that AI?
I know.
Hate that. Like, I'm like looking at a picture or something.
Believe
like,
anything.
Is that AI?
Yeah,
it's not AI, is it?
It's not really Donald Trump going crazy cooking fries, is it? Oh, this
fucking guy. I tell you, who knows how it's gonna turn out? But
I just see a lot of it. Is it, the election must be up like soon, is it?
Yeah, it's like in next week or so.
Yeah.
November
all the celebs
2nd,
are coming out. I've seen
3rd.
Eminem coming out in Detroit for Kamala Harris. And all this sort of shit. But like, I'm so glad I don't live there. Sorry.
Yeah, but it is going to affect us.
Sorry, Rob.
Yeah, sorry, Rob.
Speaking
of aliens.
Yeah.
My number 3. Alien. No $sign.
I mean, it's a classic.
The distinction, I think, is Aliens is more of an action movie.
Which one did we watch?
Aliens with a $sign.
Yeah.
Alien by Tony Scott's brother Ridley. Rotten Rid, Royal Rid, whatever you want to call him.
Neither of those.
Sir Ridley. It's just a fucking, it's an absolute classic. It's in space, no one can hear you scream. And you're fucking right. Imagine being trapped in a ship.
Yeah.
With this indestructible fucking like monster.
The suspense and the tension.
Like the fact, like the first 45 minutes or so, you're like, oh, I'm getting to know all these characters.
Yeah.
And you're like kind of like Aliens as well. But then when Aliens turns it up, it's like, like everything's going crazy. And this one, it's like the chest burster scene, incredible. And you're like, everybody's panicking, like, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah.
But it's just one. So like we have to work together. But we're not Marines. We're just a bunch of fucking cargo shippers or whatever.
Yeah.
How do we combat this thing? And then like you have Sigourney Weaver being absolutely fucking brilliant.
She's great.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Wow. Yeah. I really want to see that again now. Actually,
so good. It's on Disney Plus.
Is it?
They're all there. Bar the latest one, I think. But like,
no great loss, I'm sure.
I want to see it. The pitch for that one is
go on.
Teens. So like
I'll pass.
No, it's like an orphanage, a bunch of orphans that get onto a ship, and there's an alien on the ship.
A bunch of orphans get on a ship?
From a mining colony or something. They're like trying to escape the mining colony for a better life. Huh. They get onto the ship, and then like
how that worked out, huh?
Not unbeknownst to them, there's an alien on the ship.
And how? Okay, well I was gonna say, how is it still knocking around?
It's set in between Alien 1 and Alien 2. Or Aliens with a $sign. Excuse me.
Do you have to say with a $sign?
Yeah. I do. Okay. I can't not say it. Yeah.
Aliens is a great, sophisticated pick, to be honest.
Alien
is a great pick. And
it's a great movie.
Yeah, I want to see it again, actually.
It's so fucking good.
I want to see. I think now I would have the
sophistication.
Yes.
Well, maybe if Space Movies wins the next poll, we'll
I tell you,
get to do it.
Poll
Poll is closed. I'll announce it at the end of the episode.
Okay. Next, my number 2.
Yeah.
28 Days Later.
Great pick.
Always a classic. From 2002. And
watched it again about a year, maybe a year and a half
still
ago.
Hold up?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Fucking brilliant, man.
I'm a big fan of 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later. I thought it was great.
28 years later.
I know. So
Danny
excited.
Boyle. Like, just let him make more movies. You shouldn't have to make a 28 day or 28 years later movie to make a movie. But I'm glad he's making it.
Has he not made a movie in ages?
He's made a movie since fucking yesterday.
The movie yesterday?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and he was like, jumped on to do that last minute because he was supposed to do Bond, and he fell out with the people that do Bond because they're like, he's like, I like to do things my way, and they're like, no, sorry, mate. That's why like Christopher Nolan will never do a Bond movie because they're like, you have to fit
our structure.
Yeah, we're the Broccolis. We own Bond, and this is how we do it. Yeah, that's their surname is Broccoli.
What?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a euphemism.
No, no.
You have to eat your broccoli.
No, they are the Broccoli.
The Broccoli.
The Broccoli family, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's their surname. Like, I think it's Barbara Broccoli is the one that's in charge now. Cubby Broccoli was before.
You are making
I am not. This is Holly weird, man.
God.
But it was like he was going to make that because, you know, he thought...
It's always like a throwaway thing as well. You're like the Wachowski brothers, or I guess I know sisters. I'm like, what? Both of them? What?
Yeah, one did, then the other one did after.
Why are we talking about this?
Yeah.
But 28 days later, it was my first introduction really to Cillian Murphy, and I just thought it was just so well done, and I hadn't seen a movie like that, or even really since, because. Like shutting down a lot of parts of London Bridge.
They
and
used
all
to be
that.
able to do that. Like they shut down Times Square for Vanilla Sky.
Yeah,
like, you know, like
they only had 20 minutes or something.
Yeah, it's like you got to do this at 5 a.m.
Yeah,
you got 1 hour until things pick up or whatever.
Like I love that sort of stuff. Yeah. The visual and not just computerized. Like getting everyone else out of it.
It was like the first one as well. That was like these are. Speedy zombies.
They can run.
Rage zombies. You know what I mean? Like
that's what transformed it, I think, as well. Is that like I always thought zombie movies like just fucking walk away, like don't catch you. Whereas these are like, and they're like fucking bombing it towards you. Like that was the one where you're like, oh,
and it's heartbreaking. You know, like the Brendan Gleeson bit in it.
Yeah,
with like the drop of blood goes in his eye, and then he's like. I was like, no, because like you've gotten here, you're so far, like
fucking movie.
And I remarkable. I mean, Cillian Murphy is a very handsome man,
of course.
But like early 2000s, Cillian Murphy, when they shaved the beard off him, his cheekbones could like cut glass. Oh, like you could use them to like do a heist. Like it's like so fucking like sharp. Yeah,
that's what it was.
Great movie.
What's your number 2, Terry?
My number 2 is The Shining.
Ooh, okay.
This is the movie that when I first watched it, I think I watched it Halloween night. I was like 12 or 13. My parents were out. My sister was there with some of her friends in the house. And I was like watching it on the TV, but then forcing myself to actually go and try and talk to them because I was getting too scared and too unnerved watching it. So I was like, I'll go out to the hall and talk with these guys. Yeah, and they're like, what are you watching? I'm like, oh, The Shining, whatever. But like, because I was like, I could feel myself being like, oh, this is unnerving me.
I have to touch base with reality.
Yeah, and then like, oh, okay, maybe that bit's past. I can go in. It's like, oh no, it's getting even worse. Okay. And I just, when you hear that music at the start, and the big long
winding.
I'm like, oh, it's like a sense memory takes me back. And then like by the end, where it's just like, and all this fucking mad shit happening, like the blowjob dog and all that, like
the blowjob dog.
So the guy getting a blowjob with the dog mask in the room and all. No, it's like when all of them are going crazy, and like your one is running around the house like, and like he just like looks at her like, like like great party, and like the blood everywhere, and it's like it's Jack Nicholson, like what I want when I get my maybe when I convert my attic or when I have my man cave, I want like the picture of him at the bar. I always liked you. He's like giving him the drink.
That is such an iconic scene, like of just it's so unsettling, the barman. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause it's like there's a sinister. Do you know what it's like? It's like, do you ever have like a bad dream, and you're talking to someone, and you have the feeling in your dream, I feel like they're gonna turn any second.
Something's happening here.
Yeah, this guy's not who he's seen, and obviously he's like a ghost or whatever he is. But that sort of feeling of something's gonna turn here
not right
any second, and you feel like the fact that I've even thought about it, now it's gonna happen.
And then you look at I always think of that behind the scenes. When he's warming up to swing the axe in and all, fucking incredible. We used to fucking make movies,
did. It's just a different business now.
It really is, and for better, some things for better, some things for worse. Just in case anybody's and they treated that woman terribly or whatever, Shelley Duvall. He was hard on her, but she's she's a bit messed up. Yeah. But it's not because of The Shining. Everybody's and it destroyed her brain. Right. She's debunked it several times. She only passed away there recently enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
she wasn't in anything else, was she?
She didn't a good few things, but I guess the most famous one would have been Popeye. She was olive oil.
Huh.
Wow. Danny, come on, Danny.
And what was her deal? What was she?
It was just Kubrick, because Kubrick loves to do 1,000 takes.
Oh, right.
So he was pushing her to be this has to be real. So it's to the point where it's are you going to break her psychologically?
Right.
Wow. So people are her performance, it's real, which that's doing her a bit of a disservice, I think, as an actor.
Okay.
Yeah. I have no idea what your number one is going to be. Is it Hereditary?
My number one is Hereditary.
Wow, 2 Ari Aster movies on it.
Yeah, I mean, Midsommar, I could kind of I could switch out a lot of them, to be honest. I have a big list of alternates, but it's hard, because
this is the thing, though. This is the job.
Well, Hereditary was definitely going to be number one, because I thought it was phenomenal.
You should listen to Rewatchables this week. Are doing Hereditary.
Oh yeah,
and they talk about so much stuff. I'm that's it? That's what it is? And they've watched it 3 or 4 times, and I'm oh, maybe I need to rewatch it, because
I just remember watching it and I'm thinking it's unsettling. And you know what? It's a shame that I can't include Mike Flanagan's Netflix series. You know what I mean? Because they're, if anything, more
Oculus on your list.
Yeah, it was on my alternate list, but I don't really remember Oculus. I just remember the feeling.
Yeah.
But Hereditary, I remember just thinking, I was just blown away. I remember thinking at the time, I remember thinking after it, Toni Collette was unreal in it. Gabriel Byrne was brilliant. Just there was so much mad shit happening, up on the fucking ceiling, and
by the end, it's full tilt at the end, where it's
and it ramps up, and it's so uneasy, and I love it. I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah,
it's a great pick. I don't have it on my list, but I have a great memory of watching it. We coordinated during lockdown to watch it with Faye's brothers and sisters. So the 3 of us turned it on at the same time, and we had the group text going. What the fuck is this, or whatever. That was fun. The whole telephone pole. What the fuck?
Where you're just that's at the start. You're just ugh.
Yeah, and then listening to the rewatchables, they're so that's Payman, right? He's forced her to eat the brownie, and the whole thing is that I didn't realize this, but the head has to be decapitated so Payman can get out of the body or get into the body or whatever like that. And I was why? Okay. Yeah, there's loads scenes made me want to watch it again.
And then she's gone mad in the bedroom, giving out, and then the next scene she's dripping wet.
Yeah.
And then what? I love.
She's covered in gas.
Yeah, gasoline or whatever. But it's where does it? Hang on, she's now covered in gasoline. But they don't say.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how much I love shit like that. Of you open a door to the room and it's the same room you've just been in or something.
Well, that's big Oculus vibes, isn't it? Where it's
I love it.
All of a sudden, they're kids again. And it's she goes to eat an apple, and it's a light bulb and stuff like that. Yeah.
Stuff's not how it seems. Even to a much lesser extent when we were doing our Netflix series of in the tall grass or something. It's no, I'm sure we were just here. And
that was okay. That was.
But you know what I mean. But they used that. It was just.
Yeah, you picked that one, did you?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was all right.
Best thing about it was Patrick Wilson creeping up the place.
Yeah. But yeah, a mess with your mind horror done well is
Hereditary is his best movie, I think. He's done 3.
What's the third?
Beau is Afraid.
Is that good?
I liked it.
No thanks.
It's 3 hours long.
Stop
Joaquin
right there.
Phoenix is the main character. It's more of a. It's not really a horror.
Okay. I don't think there's a movie I want to see less.
It's kind of like Charlie Kaufman.
Oh wow.
Rather than what he was given in the first 2.
Right.
He's like, I have a lot of neuroses about being Jewish and my mother and stuff like that. There's some very arresting and striking images in it, but it's too long. I didn't understand quite a lot of it, especially the end.
It sounds like I'd fucking hate it.
Yeah, you would. But it made my top 25 of the year last year. I think it was like 24.
Top 25.
I think it was 24.
All right, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is my favorite horror movie of all time. The Thing.
Oh, of course.
The best horror movie ever, man. How about this? Here's the elevator pitch. A bunch of roughnecks are trapped on a ice station in the Antarctic, and a shape-shifting alien comes in and starts corrupting them and killing everybody.
Sold.
Kurt Russell is your lead. Looking fucking hot as hell.
He is hot as hell in that movie.
And you got fucking Keith David in there. You got John Carpenter directing. Fucking the synth going crazy.
God, have I seen it?
Man, that's the one. Do that this Halloween. I will be watching it.
What's it on?
I don't know.
No, I'll find it.
You're fine. But I'll be watching it this Halloween. I watch it every Halloween. It's the fucking best. It's all practical.
Yes.
As well.
I appreciate that.
When the fucking tentacles and shit are going fucking wild, you're like, how do they do that?
Is it Cronenberg?
No, Carpenter.
Oh, okay.
So it's just, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to spoil it. There's so many fucking good bits.
I will watch that.
They do the whole thing from South Park that he takes it off. When they have the cooties or the knits.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, we burn your blood.
Oh,
to see who's an alien or whatever. Yeah, it's fucking deadly, man.
Class. Okay, I'm going to watch that.
It's so good. Alternates,
yeah.
It's not really a horror. It's one of my favorite films. People consider it a horror. I don't really. Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
I'd kind of have it up there with Seven in that, it's a serial killer movie. It's not really
psychological
thriller. You know what I mean? It does get gruesome and stuff at times.
Yeah.
What else did I have?
I'm surprised neither of us put It Follows on, because that's always.
Yeah, it's good.
That's what I thought. I thought it was good, but you know what I mean. I feel like it's actually a little bit overpraised.
Yeah, I actually like the second movie more.
What was the second one?
Under the Silver Lake, and it's like a PI noir thing with Andrew Garfield. That people were like,
he's so hot right now.
Man, he's so hot all the time.
He is a hot son of a bitch,
and he seems like such a genuinely nice guy as well. So people were like, oh, they loved It Follows, and we're kind of lukewarm on this. I really liked It Follows. Not much for it, but I would have that higher in my one.
Alternates, and I tell you, I've got The Grudge, which I was a fan of at the time.
I'm not really a J, horror kind of guy.
The American Grudge I'm talking about.
Oh, Sarah Michelle Gellar?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Even worse. Oculus, Us, Jaws.
Jaws, again, I don't know if I put that down as a horror movie.
Yeah. It was on a list that I was looking at today. Yeah.
To me, it kind of falls in that Silence of the Lambs thing where it's kind of a horror movie, but it's one of my favorite movies ever.
Yeah.
I guess it is a monster movie, so you could probably stick it in there. I wouldn't, if you put it on your list, I'd be like, yeah, okay. But
you'd be like, what the hell is that doing?
Jaws? How dare you?
It's a different film.
Sully the name of Steven Spielberg by calling it a horror movie.
Well, on that bombshell, Terry, can we start wrapping things up here?
Sure. The votes are in.
Ooh. I get nervous when you have an envelope.
The votes are in. So, folks,
is this what we're covering?
This is what we're covering on the Patreon.
On the Patreon, okay.
Upcoming.
Is it heist movies?
It's heist movies. Buy a whisker.
Thanks,
I think maybe one vote.
All right. Well,
it would have been heist or sports.
Heat, fucking yes. Ocean's 11, hell yeah. Hell or High Water, never heard of it. The Town, haven't seen it, but I want to. Excellent. Thief, okay. Widows, okay. The Taking of Pelham 123, 1974 version. Or Out of Sight?
Both. I ran out of cards. So it's on the back.
All right, great.
So Out of Sight is number 8. We get a double dose of Cluntang.
Okay, great.
We get
finally I get to watch Heat.
Yeah, I mean we did our first if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do that first.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody who supports the Patreon for a low fee of €5 a month. You get to choose what we cover over there, and like we've said here, you get to choose what you cover on the main feed. Thanks to Rob for suggesting the topic this week.
Rob, you have some insanely good suggestions, and I appreciate it. You know, he was actually
Rob.
in Florida when all the shit was happening.
Oh man!
He said he just had a bit of damage to his garden, but it was all right. So
stay safe.
Glad to hear you're safe, Rob. And hey, if you're thinking of joining the Patreon, you should have done it 3 weeks ago. You could have swayed the votes. We could have been watching LA movies. But
LA came third, believe it or not.
Third?
Yeah.
Sports came second?
Sports was second, yeah.
How many votes did it get?
I don't know. We can check later on, but it was like 42 to 38, I think, or something like that. So it was insanely close.
Wow.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that the last time I looked at it.
No.
Sports was last.
Well,
wow. You just never know which way this crazy thing's going to go, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, you can find us on Instagram at What's So Great About Pod. You'll find links to everything we do there. We're back on YouTube, by the way. So if you want to watch you boys,
I've been sucking in this whole time.
I'll zoom in, it's fine. Yeah, so please give us an L subscribe. Another thing for you to do, if you can give us an L subscribe on YouTube, that'd be great. And you'll find links to everything we do there on our Instagram bio. You'll find links to our Patreon, where you get 2 extra episodes a month. You get to shape the shows that we do. You get early access to these shows, and you get access immediately to about 250 episodes.
It's a lot.
Of where we list a bunch of our top 5 rankings of various things, pitch meetings where we pitch each other movie ideas. What's so great about the MCU? What's so great about Ryan Gosling? What's so great about 90s action? And what's so great about Big Willie's flops? I mean, you're getting it all. I mean, it really is the greatest deal on the internet. I mean,
€5.
€5.
And if you can't afford it, well,
see ya.
You can do something else from me.
Okay.
Now, Andy.
Yeah?
We talked about our top 5 horror movies of all time.
Uh-huh.
You know what I love?
Uh-huh.
A 5-star review.
Yeah.
So, on your podcatcher of choice, whatever, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you give us a rating and review. It really goes a long way to, getting more ears on the product. We're getting a lot of new followers on Instagram. Thank you so much, guys. Remember, if you're listening in, please give us a rating and review.
Please. It's a requirement.
Puts us back in the charts and puts you guys back in our hearts. Hey, we cracked open the UK charts. Number 73 with a bullet.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, considering Ireland is our bread and butter.
Bigger market.
Huh?
Excellent.
So,
thank you.
So, thanks, guys, everybody who's listening. Hope you have been enjoying the pod. We've been enjoying doing it very much.
Yes, we love it and we love you. And, hey, happy Halloween, huh?
Ooh.
A good one. Oh, what the fuck?
It's just me.
Oh, you guys are doing that.